got that look in your eyes, like all your time and luck was finally run out. Said fast in 100-second try. Baby, I know what you're talking about. The night will fall and a heart will call. I will hold you close, make you feel alive again. I'll make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and come redemption, no sin. Gonna feel alive again. Sometimes the heart makes the slightest mistake, and the walls seem to come tumbling down. How much time, how long will it take? Will your love out of lost and found? These nights are on loan, there's nobody home. Take my hand and you see, make you feel alive again. I'll make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and then from redemption, no sin. Gonna feel alive again. Don't worry about the sunrise, baby. Don't worry about nothing. Close your eyes and maybe, just maybe, night and this fire and this passion will live. Well, these nights in July, oh how they fly, just passing time. But baby, no need to cry, 'cause love is yours, this love is mine. Surrender you will, time will stand still. I'm bound to make you mine, make you feel alive again. Yeah, make you feel alive again. Gonna leave behind this world and then from redemption, no sin. Yeah, gonna feel alive again. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this song was written, kind of inspired by a number of things, but one of the things that stands out to me when I think back to writing it was, used to be a fellow that lived in our, how many people know where Cedar Edge, Colorado is? I know you do because you live there, and Barry does, and some other folks. There's a fellow that lived there. He's no longer with us, but I walked into the little coffee shop one morning, and I said, "How you doing?" And he said, "Another day, another shot at mercy." I said, "Do you mind if I use that?" And he said, "Take it." That's why nobody wants to talk to me on the street anymore in town. They're afraid I'll write a song. Anyway, it's kind of about being grateful this time of night when you've gotten through the day and you got a nice cool night ahead of you, and maybe tomorrow's got some promise too. It's called Night Rolls Around. Another day, another shot at mercy. One more chance to get it right. So many questions when the answers are few. So many people looking for the light, but the sun's still shining outside. Well, I'm still along for the ride. If I played my cards right, I'd be here when the night rolls around. One more heartbreak, one more promise gone. It's just another round in the fight. There's only so much me to go around, and everybody wants a bite. But the sun's still shining outside. Well, I'm still along for the ride. If I played my cards right, I'll be here when the night rolls around. It's a frozen moment on a tightrope walk. Try to hold on to what we can. The planet shakes and rain falls down as we navigate these ever-shifting sands. So you cast a shadow and make some noise. Try to make your mark in this world. Better break some rules if the rules don't seem right. But do not go quietly with your flag unfurled, 'cause the sun's still shining outside. You're still along for the ride. If I play my cards right, I'll be here when the night rolls around. If you play your cards right, you'll be here when the night rolls around. Say when the night rolls around. Thank you. Another song that was inspired there on Main Street in Cedar Edge by our friend Larry Ziegler, who's an attorney there in town. And keep it short, but one day about 13 years ago, I guess it was, the streets were all torn up. It'd be the equivalent of taking the highway for about a quarter mile here and just ripping it up and spending all summer fixing it to make it look better. And nobody could get to any businesses, and it was a mess. And my guitar store didn't do very well that summer as a result. But anyway, Larry will come down and he'll ask for witnesses for wills and that sort of thing, because you got to have that when you're doing legal work. And we always go down and help him out. But one such day, he came down and asked me to witness a will, and my store was actually full of human beings shopping for things. And that was rarity that summer. And I said, man, I can't get away. I'm sorry. And he wistfully looked up and down the street and said, it's getting hard to find a witness on Main Street. It was pure poetry, and another situation where nobody wants to talk to me down there. But I gave that title to my friend Dana Cooper, who's a wonderful singer-songwriter, and he and I worked on this one. I got to give him about 75% of this one, kind of an ode to small towns. You got to, as you know, living here, you got to take care of them. They dry up and they blow away. You guys got a beautiful place here, by the way. I'm honored to be back. It's called Hard to Find a Witness. Well, it's hard to find a witness on Main Street anymore, where the old ones laid to rest and the young ones gone to war. It's enough to make you wonder what we're fighting for, when we're closing down the schools and the old grocery store. But the liquor store's still open and a lawyer does his best. Most of us keep hoping that we'll earn our day of rest. Sometimes at night I wonder what I'm working for. I'm not asking for it all, I just need a little more. It's hard to find a witness on Main Street anymore. It's hard to find a witness down on Main Street anymore. But I love this little town. Don't wanna watch her falling down. No. Well, in a world so full of strangers, I want to know my neighbor's name. And as much as we're all different, I'd like to think we're all the same. Sometimes I wonder what it is we're waiting for. Could it be this broken promise? Yeah, it's an open door. It's hard to find a witness on Main Street anymore. Hard to find a witness down on Main Street anymore. It's hard to find a witness. Thank you. So I've had the good fortune to work with some great singer-songwriters and musicians along the way in the last few years. One of them you've all heard of, a guy named John Oates of Hall & Oates fame, and he's produced 2 records with me, and that's kind of a big deal in my world. And this is one of the very first songs I played for him. I went over to his house in Aspen one time, and he said, just sit there and play for me and sing. Kind of intimidating, but he's a great guy to work with, and this is one of the very first songs. It's called Edge of the World. Everybody doing all right? Good. Okay. Yeah. Who let him in here? Oh, okay. I'll get comfortable here. Okay. I have this little stack of 1s and 5s, and if I get it in the wrong place in my pocket, it doesn't. The guitar slides off. It's not like it takes very much money. It's just, you know. It's called Edge of the World. First she seems a little broken, a certain sadness in her eyes, deep and dark just like the ocean, frightened like a bird about to fly. She believes in better angels and better times to come. that we all may be redeemed one day. No matter what we've done, half the time she's a woman, half the time a little girl. Take her hand, give her half a chance, she'll take you to the edge of the world. She'll take you to the edge of the world. Well, her passion may consume you if you're standing too close to her fire. Be ready to let go of all that you have known. Be ready to walk high on her wire. 'Cause half the time she's a woman, half the time a little girl. Take her hand, give her half a chance, she'll take you to the edge of the world. She'll take you to the edge of the world. She an angel passing through this troubled life on weary wings against the wind. Nobody knows. She believes in magic, all that it can do. She'll make you believe in it too. She believes in better angels, better times to come, that we all may be redeemed one day. No matter what we've done, 'cause half the time she's a woman, half the time a little girl. Take her hand, give her half a chance, she'll take you to the edge of the world. She'll take you to the edge of the world. Thank you. All right, I can't see you very well, but I'm just gonna assume your hands are up. How many people have a dog or a cat? All right. I'm gonna leave parakeets and stuff out of this. This is pretty much anyway. Dogs. How many people talk to your dog or your cat? No, I have to, because how many are convinced the dog or cat speaks back to you in some way, whether it's telepathic or just eye contact? Okay. Well, you all know our dog, so you know that dog is, special. Anyway, so one day several years ago, about 3 years, I was working on this blues album. That's my most recent one. It's been done a long time, but just came out in March. I was writing songs, so I had it in my head to be looking for ideas for blues songs. And one day, I live up on the side of Grand Mesa at 7,600 feet, and it's so big that it makes its own weather some days. And we had a big cloud burst, and the rain started, and it smells when it rains, and it sounds good, and it's like, boy, where's that been for the last month, right? So I looked at Aspen the dog on the couch. I said, I believe I'm going to go outside and listen to the rain. And she looked at me like, yeah. That's a great song title. So I sat there on the porch listening to it rain. It only rained about 10 minutes, but it was therapeutic. And I got to thinking, well, that does sound like a blues song. So I took the weather metaphor and just ran it into the ground. But this is on a new album called Must Be Blue. It's over there. So when we're done, if you're interested, I can take credit cards, and I got about $10 to change. Old money bags up here. Anyway, it's called Listen to the Rain. There is a spot in the middle where there would normally be a guitar solo. So if I look over here, just pretend there's a guy wailing on a guitar right over there. It's kind of hard to do that all by yourself. Well, I believe I'm gonna go outside listen to the rain. Well, I believe I'm gonna go outside, listen to the rain. Maybe if I listen hard, I can hear that southbound train. Same train that brought you home to me, it's taking you away. Same train that brought you home to me, yeah, it's taking you away. I was a fool to let you in my life, a bigger fool to think you'd stay. I always knew you loved the thunder and the lightning, but there's trouble in the wind. Will you change it with the weather, babe? Hold out here and you won't let me in. Take it. Well, I'm waiting for the sun to shine, bringing me a brand new day. Well, I'm waiting for the sun to shine, bringing me a brand new day. Give me something I can call my own, something you can't take away. Yeah, I always knew you loved the thunder and the lightning, but there's trouble in the wind. Trouble, babe. Changing with the weather now. Oh, now here. You won't let me in. Well, I believe I'm gonna go outside, listen to the rain. Well, I believe I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna listen to the rain. Baby, if I listen hard, I can hear that southbound train. Baby, if I listen hard, I can hear that southbound train. Yeah, I believe I'm gonna go outside, listen to the rain. Yeah, to listen to the rain. Yeah. So I mentioned that album. It's called "Must Be Blue," and the title for that record came out of this next song. This is a song I wrote a long time ago, and I've recorded a couple of different ways. And on the new album, it's kind of down and swampy and cool, and it's a fun one to play. It's called "My Favorite Color." Well, I carried that torch until it burned me up, and I burned you with it too. Didn't know the price would be so high, just to make a dream come true. The laws of attraction, gravity and time mislead the heart and the head, make it hard to see the trouble that we're in, till it's too late. Bad blood has been shed. Cross my heart, my love was true. You were wrong about me, I was right about you, baby. Cross my heart, but but you saw right through. I guess you know by now my favorite color must be blue. Yeah, blue. Well, it seems the more we talk, the less we know. All my perfect phrases fly away. No words of wisdom ever do this justice. Sometimes there's nothing left to say. But cross my heart, my love was true. You were wrong about me, I was right about you, baby. Cross my heart, but you saw right through. I guess you know by now my favorite color must be bluer than the ocean on the skies of Santa Fe. Eyes that see the darkest heart and love. Cross my heart, but you saw right through. Well, I guess you know by now my favorite color must be blue. My favorite color must be blue. My favorite color must be blue. Yeah. We got any John Prine fans in the house? Kind of a softball, really, to throw that one at you. My friend Eric and I opened for America a couple of years ago, and we're playing. It's 1,100 people in this place, and they're there to see America. And we were lucky enough to get the gig for 35 minutes and make our case. And I got halfway through the set, and they seemed to be enjoying our stuff. But I said, "Does anybody like John Prine?" And 1,100 people raised their hand. I thought, well, I got them right where I want them. I met him once for about a second. He was very, very polite. And I didn't know who had written this song when I first heard it, because I heard it on a Bonnie Raitt record a long time ago. I've since educated myself. I'm an old woman, I named after my mother. My old man's another, the child is gone on. The dreams were thunder, the lightning was desire. Well, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living's just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, they had me a cowboy. Wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. Yeah, but that was a long time, so no matter how hard I tried, the years just roll by like a broken down man. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to believe in this living's just a hard way to go. flies in the kitchen. I can hear them buzzing. I ain't done nothing, baby, since I woke up today. Now how the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and she'll have nothing to say? Won't you make me an angel, flies from Montgomery, make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living's just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Thank you. This is nice. You know what's interesting is we're in a little tiny place, but with the lights on, I can't see anyone. For a minute there, I was at Madison Square. No, it's just Madison Square Garden. This is a song I wrote with my friend Irene Kelly, who's a really great songwriter and bluegrass artist down in Nashville. I was introduced to her by a mutual friend years ago, and we've written a number of songs together. And this one's about extricating yourself from a bad situation and pushing that bad situation away. It's called Don't Give Me Hope. Well, you say that you love me, you don't want to hurt me. I know you believe that it's real. But if you should ask me what I really need, well, I'll tell you just how I feel. The damage is done, nobody won. It's time that we both face the facts. And those baby blue eyes and pretty words won't bring me back. Don't give me hope, 'cause I'll just hang on to your promises, pulling me back to the past when I should move on. Hung up on you when I just need the truth. That's all I got, just enough rope to pull myself out. Don't give me hope. Well, don't say you'll be different. You can't be different. Believe me, baby, I know we want what we can't have. Stubborn as I am, I can tell when it's time to let go. And there's no denying those demons you're fighting may always be there in your way. But I'm fighting them too each time you ask me to stay. Don't give me hope, 'cause I'll just hang on your promises, pulling me back to the past when I should move on. Hung up on you when I just need the truth. That's all I got, just enough rope to pull myself out. Don't give me hope. So that'll make it so easy to tell you give me hope, 'cause I'll just hang on to your promises, pulling me back to the past when I should move on. Hung up on you when I just need the truth. That's all I got, just enough rope. Pull myself out, don't give me hope. Got just enough rope. Pull myself out, so don't give me hope. Don't give me hope. Thank you. So I mentioned another CD over there. It's called Better Me, that I may have not had last time I was here. And the genesis for that particular song was I go to England and Scotland and Wales every year and play over there, and I really like it. And at one point, I had it in my head that I could just live in Scotland and be fine. Anybody been to Scotland? It's nice there. I mean, it's nice here. It's nice a lot of places. But I thought, well, if I was ever going to do something completely different, that would be a good place to go and do it. It's in a different tuning, so bear with me. Anyway, so I started thinking about that concept, and then at the somewhere in there, I was on this self-improvement kick that lasted out until Thanksgiving. Well, actually 2 years until the second Thanksgiving. But, the stuffing comes around and all that. It's just, everything's out the window. So, anyway, the song's called Better Me. That's what I'm getting at. And it had to do with maybe getting it together and living somewhere else. Maybe 2 or 3 songs in this tuning, so I won't have to do that again. It's called Better Me. Well, I used to be afraid of flying, but I don't remember why. Was I worried about the fall, or just giving up control? And I walked away from burning bridges with a matchbook in my hand. Bad bets and good intentions, lighting up the night. Well, they say a man can't change, they say a man can't grow. I'm moving in that direction. Gotta walk before I run. When the better me shows up, I'll let you know. Well, the stories that we tell ourselves as if we all have wings to fly away. But the gods have all gone home, and the angels have all flown. Looks like we're here to stay. But I'm dreaming of another country with the northern lights close by, where castles line the shore like soldiers watching over me. Well, they protect me from my appetites. They warn of trouble in the dark. I'd find connection that I crave. I'd be at peace in some small way, some small way. They say a man can change, they say a man can grow, I'm moving in that direction. Gotta walk before I run. When the better me shows up, I'll let you know. Gotta walk before I run. When the better me shows up, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. When the better me shows up, I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you. This is another song that I sort of was inspired down there on Main Street in our little town. I have, as I mentioned, I have a guitar store, so when I'm not doing this, out driving around doing this, I'm in there working on guitars and selling them and all that sort of thing. So we live north of town a few miles, and I like to go into town early and have coffee with some guys. And one such day, I don't know, 7 years ago or so, I was in my store. It almost wasn't quite even dawn yet, and I was in there messing around with a guitar, and I looked out. There's a bench in front of my store, and there was an old man sitting there that I hadn't ever seen. He had just sort of snuck in and doing something with a cigarette, lighting it, rolling a cigarette. I don't know what he was doing, but I'd never saw him before, and I've never seen him since. And I thought, well, I got to write that guy's story, you know. I thought, where's his home? Don't know. Maybe he's still looking for it. Well, he twisted that brown filter off his cigarette. Then he lit the ragged end and closed his eyes. He whispered something about a girl from Coffeyville with a broken heart and a tattoo on her thigh. Was a long time gone and another life ago. The bitter wind tore holes in childish dreams. You see, sometimes circumstance lays waste to best laid plans, and it's years before we find out what it means. You said, when you deal in other people's demons, you will more than likely die alone. The price I paid just waiting for the other foot to fall has cost me any chance of going home. That little dog became a proxy for forgiveness, filling in the blanks on quiet nights, never asking more than for companionship and affection, and I never leave her side. Now she's gone from here, nothing feels the same. All of the forgiveness in the world can't fill these empty rooms or kill these restless ghosts, or like these lonely halls where they sway and swirl. You said, when you're dealing other people's demons, you more than likely die alone. Price I paid just waiting for the other foot to fall has cost me any chance of going home. Price I paid just waiting for the other foot to fall has cost me any chance of going home. It's cost me any chance of going home. Thank you. What was that? You guys have been great. Thank you. So you may or may not know this, but they're building a new facility just out that way that's going to be really, really nice. When do you figure you'll be in there? Spring? Spring. What year? I'm on the board of a nonprofit. I know you have to. Optimism is your main weapon. You know, I mentioned going to the UK. I play a lot of these kind of little small things in the UK, and man, they're so valuable to a community. And I think we need the arts more than we ever did, and critical thinking. And, I'm going to send you home with a traveling song. And the reason I know this is a good traveling song, because right after I wrote it and recorded it, I got in my car in Nashville down on the freeway and looked down. I was going 90 listening to it. That's how you know you got a good traveling song. And if you're interested in a CD or something, I do get credit cards. They bought me a new little square deal that seems to work. But I want to thank everybody here at Entrada to support this place. It's a cool thing they're doing. So anyway, this is called "Good Is Gone." From the ragged edge of losing you, I fell back to earth. Facing my worst fears, living in a world of hurt. There was nothing on a far horizon, everything at my feet. No way to go but up, no easy retreat. Too much time in a rearview mirror, I gotta keep moving on. Calling my name but I can't hear it. Cover me, good is gone. I ought to split at conversations that pass for truth these days. Chasing our worst instincts instead of choosing the words we say. Well, there's promise on a far horizon, still we wonder why. Nothing ever changes a true love right. Much time in a rearview mirror, I gotta keep moving on. Calling my name but I can't hear her. Color me, good is gone. You're not the everybody. I sure do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you. All right. We do another one. I used to play with a fellow who we lost him this last December, an old buddy Bobby Mason over in Aspen in the early '80s, and we would play and we would play and we were rocking. I was his drummer. I was the drummer at the time, and we'd get to the end of the night and people would say one more, and he'd do one more, and then they'd say one more, and he'd say that was the one more, and then we'd do one more, and he'd say this is the one more, one more. We weren't committed to the one more prospect, I'm afraid, but we sure had a good time. Anybody got big plans for tomorrow? There's another fellow in Cedar Edge that I see him most every morning. He sits in front of the coffee shop and he has a cup of coffee and a cigarette. And I remember one time a couple of years ago, I said, "You got big plans for today?" And he said, "Big plans no better than to come around here." I haven't worked that into a song, but it's out there. I'll leave you with a little blues. How about that? So I grew up playing in bar bands and played at proms and frat parties and stuff. So we did a lot of blues tunes. And there's an album over there called Touchstones that has a version of this next song on it. It's an old Blind Willie McTell song that I learned originally an Allman Brothers version of it, but we just kind of made our own up in the studio one day. It's called Statesboro Blues. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. Say, wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. Well, you got no nerve, babe, turn Uncle John from your door. Well, I woke up this morning, had them Statesboro blues. Said I woke up this morning, y'all, had them Statesboro blues. Well, your grandma should have called me, said your grandpa's got them too. Well, my mama died and left me, my papa died and left me. Well, I ain't good looking, baby, but I'm somewhat sweet and kind, and I'm going to the country. Baby, do you wanna go? Said if you can't make it, sugar, your sister Lucille said she wanted to go. I said, well, I love that woman better than any woman I've ever seen. That woman, I said, better than the woman I've ever seen. Well, she treats me like a king, I treat her like a doggone queen. I said, wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. Wake up, mama, turn your lamp down low. Well, you got no nerve, babe, turn Uncle John from your door. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Got CDs if you're interested.
Well, there's a little postlude to the story, and it involves Dawn. So we need to tell the last part of the story about Betty.
About what now?
Betty, the 58 Strat. Wilma. Betty. What the hell? So this is the kind of
Who's Betty and who is she to you?
I've got. So we told the story. We assembled the narrative between the two of us of the 58 Stratocaster, but the way that you got it back is even better because you said, yeah, I'm just going to send you a check, and eventually the guitar will come my way. Yeah, well, there's some trust involved in that. Yeah, so...
Actually, I think I wired the money.
I think you did.
I did.
And then the guitar never came. No, then the guitar... No, the truth is that, you know, the first question that comes to mind is, you had a friend who was camping here in January, and that begs the question, who in the heck camps in Torrey in January?
He was in the restaurant business. That's how bad he wandered away from his restaurant. Yeah.
So somehow that we couldn't make the schedule work, so Dawn got involved, and Dawn says, well, I'll meet this guy. It'll be like a drug deal. So they meet at the car wash. They do the car wash, and Dawn hands off the guitar. The money's already been exchanged, and, you know, I mean... Your friend didn't know. Maybe the case was empty.
He didn't know what he was. Actually, he does play the guitar a little bit. And he said, I looked at it. It looks old. And I said, it is very old. And the reason I named that guitar Wilma, that's my mother's name. It's my Nana on my mother's side. I named it Wilma finally and ultimately so that I would not sell it ever again. So.
And if you succeeded at that
you
goal.
Cannot have it again. I've made it financially enough that I think I can hang on to it now. But at the time, you know. Well, you never know.
Yeah.
I've got your number.
I hope not. I hope it stays with you. Now, David mentioned that this may be the very last performance in this facility. I'm wondering if we ought to do one more song tonight. What do you think, everybody? Because we will be next door starting in the spring. And so this, after 33 years.
When you put it that way.
One more, everybody. Davis Starr.
All right, so there's a song on that album, the new album as well, that originally was released in 1956, which was the year I was born, so I didn't know anything about it, obviously, but it was released as this rockabilly thing by a guy named Johnny Burnett. If you look on YouTube, you'll see his version of it. It's very rockabilly with the suits and the whole, you know, pretty hokey, kind of. Somewhere along the line in the last 20 years, I was playing drums with a band over in Grand Junction, and a guy said, just follow me on this, and he started going. And I said, what is that? And he said, just give me a good beat on it, and I was the drummer, so. I don't know where he came up with this version of the song, but he took the lyrics to this song and put them in this thing. Now, it ought to have a couple of wailing solos in it. There's a guy named Rod McNelly that played on the record. And most recently, he plays with everybody. He plays on everyone's record, but he was touring with Bob Seger right up until the time he retired. Great slide guitar player. He's on it. My friend Eric is playing mandolin on it. Anyway, this is a fun version of it. What's really fun is when we come back, and I'll bring Eric with me. The whole thing is elevated. You guys know, right? Because you've seen. I got witnesses here. These people live where I live. So anyway, this is called Lonesome. It's a train song, and this is a traveling song. On a lonesome train, on a lonesome track, I'm going away, I ain't coming back. I'm going somewhere far from my baby, on a lonesome train, on a lonesome train. On a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. Got all of my troubles in one big pack. My baby left me so sad and lonely on a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. Man, he's good. Track. My girl don't love me, yeah, that's a fact. No use in living, yeah, no use in dying on a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. On a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. Well, I want my baby, yeah, want my baby back. Don't wanna go on, forever traveling on a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. On a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. Don't wanna go on, forever traveling on a lonesome train, on a lonesome track. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And buy Davis Starr's product.
Unless you come around Cedar Edge, you might not have.